Camp Capers is an Episcopal camp located in the Texas Hill Country in the Diocese of West Texas. An atmosphere of caring and acceptance pervades the camp programs. Children, youth, and adults work, play, and go together as they develop a community of trust, openness, and sharing. Participants are challenged to grow spiritually, physically, emotionally, and socially. Opportunities abound for making new friends, meeting people from across the state, learning new skills, taking responsibility for oneself, others, and God's world, and having lots of fun. The Episcopal Diocese of West Texas seeks to provide opportunities for people of all ages to encounter transforming relationships with Jesus Christ. Every participant and staff member is nurtured and cared for as a valued member of the body of Christ. Camp Capers has played a role in the faith journey of many generations at St. Alban's. We have gathered some of St. Alban's students, alumni, and parish members to share their experiences.
My name is Benjamin, and I've been going to camp for 2 years. My favorite part about camp is the screamer. I feel and see God at night chapel. You should go to camp because you get a night away from chores and you get to meet new friends.
Hi, my name is Hattie. I've been going to camp for 3 years, and my favorite part is art and canteen. Whenever I feel close to God is morning and night chapel, and we also sing songs. You should go to camp because there's fun things and you make friends really easily, and there's a lot of nice people.
My name is Case, and I've been to Camp Capers 1 year. My favorite part of Camp Capers was probably the screamer or the river. I felt God at the night chapel. I think you should go to Camp Capers because it was fun.
My name is Rosie, and this is my 4th time going to camp. My favorite part about Camp Capers is probably the talent show, the second to last day. I feel God at night chapel at camp, and I consider you going to Camp Capers because I think it's really fun.
Hi, my name is Alessia, and this will be my 2nd summer going to camp. My favorite part of camp is meeting new people and making new friends. During camp, I feel God's presence during night chapel when it's peaceful. I think people should consider coming to camp because it's a great opportunity to meet new friends and try new things.
Hi, my name is Catherine, and this is going to be my 4th year going to Camp Capers. My favorite part about Camp Capers is the screamer or arts and crafts. I mostly feel God at Camp Capers when I first enter or at night chapel. You should consider going to camp because it is super fun and you get to make more friends.
Hello, my name is Cullen, and I've been to camp 3 times. My favorite part about camp is the screamer. It is really fun. I feel God with me when I'm in morning and night chapel, and I would recommend you go to camp because I had a really good time and it was really fun.
My name is Nina, and I've been to camp 3 times. My favorite part of camp is canteen or arts and crafts. I feel God when we sing songs at chapel. I think you should go to camp because it has so many choices that you can do, and it is really fun.
My name is Avery, and I've been going to camp for 1 year. My favorite part of camp is the screamer. I feel God at night chapel. You should consider going to Camp Capers too because it's really fun and I enjoyed it, and maybe you will too.
Hi, my name is Josh. I've been going to camp for 1 year. My favorite part of camp is the screamer. I feel God at night chapel, and I think you should just go to Camp Capers because it's just a fun experience.
Hi, my name is Landon, and I've been going to camp for 1 year. My favorite part of camp is the river. I feel God's presence at night chapel. A reason why you should go to Camp Capers this year is because you can it gives you time to be in God's presence.
Hi, my name is Riley. This will be my 3rd year going to camp, and one of my favorite things about camp is getting to meet new people. One place where I feel closer to God is whenever we're at chapel, and I think you should go to camp because you will get to express your love for God further.
Hi, I'm Pia. This will be my 4th year attending camp, and my favorite thing about camp is probably meeting new people and making new friends. I feel God the most at camp when we're probably singing, and I think you should go to camp because it's an opportunity to feel God's presence.
Hi, my name is June Pena. I've been going to camp for 2 years, and my favorite thing about camp is the new people that I've met and growing closer to God. And I feel and see God the most when I'm at morning and night chapel. And you should go to camp because you'll make the best summer memories.
Hi, my name is AJ Rincones. I've been going to camp for 8 years now. My favorite thing about camp is the community and all the friends that I make over the years. The place I feel God the most is definitely during night chapel, and you should go to camp because it'll be the best week of your entire life.
Hi, my name is Seven, and I've been going to camp since 2nd grade. My favorite part about camp is getting to come back and serve as a counselor alongside my best friends who I've grown up with. I feel God's presence whenever I come back each summer and feel the love and support that the community has built. You should come to camp because it is a great opportunity to learn and grow in your faith.
Hi, my name is Wilder Wilson. I've been going to camp for ever since I was in 3rd grade. My favorite thing about camp has gotta be the orange chicken or capture the flag or human clue. And where I think I see God the most at camp is when I can kind of see the gears turn in my campers' minds. And then, of course, when we sing, but I think I'm obligated to say that. And I think others should go to camp too because it changed my life and it can change your life too. So.
Hi, we're Tyler and Amanda Bircher, and we started going to Camp Capers in the early 2000s and spent a number of summers on summer staff.
We love camp. We're passionate about the opportunity that Camp Capers provides for campers and staff to build strong relationships with friends. That's where we met, which is the most exciting and important relationship in my life, and we believe that it's the best place on earth to make friends, build relationships, get to play and have fun, and it's all rooted in our faith and Episcopal identity. Go to camp!
Hi, St. Albans, and happy Camp Sunday. My name is Mary Hayden Manning. I was born and raised at St. Albans. I truly grew up there. Still, some of my closest friends are people from St. Albans. I did Sunday school and youth group and acolyting and went to school there as long as I could. Helped my mom teach Sunday school. Pretty much anything you could do at St. Albans, I did. And looking back at my own faith formation, I can say without a doubt that the strongest influences in my own faith life were my time at St. Albans and my time at Camp Capers. I first started going to Camp Capers as a primary camper in 2001, and with the exception of 1 year, I have been back every single year since 2001 in some capacity. I most recently have been one of the teachers for the senior high A session. My favorite memory, there are many from my time at camp, but my favorite was the last time I was on summer staff in 2012. That was the last year of the old Steve's Hall building, and I was able to live in that building before it got demolished for these new beautiful buildings that you'll see now. But since it was the last summer before it got torn down, we got free range to have fun with it. So we wrote all over the walls, we left notes for each other, we destroyed some things, all things that are fun to do as teenagers. But some of my best memories and my best summers were spent at Camp Capers. I highly recommend sending your children or going yourself if you ever get the opportunity. I now work as the Director of Youth, Children, and Family Ministries at St. David's Episcopal Church in San Antonio. I have done youth ministry for 14 years now, which is hard to believe, but I would not be here today if it were not for Camp Capers, for the priests and other people throughout the diocese that I got to know and who got to know me and who saw these gifts of ministry in me before I even saw them myself. It was a priest from camp who asked me to work at his church as the youth minister when I was in college, and the rest is all history from there. So thank you, St. Albans. Thank you, Camp Capers. And because of my time there, I now get to minister to kids of all ages. And I love what I get to do and owe it all to St. Albans and to Camp Capers.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth McCormick, and I started going to camp as soon as I can remember. We would go and pick my sister up and drop her off. My parents went, we went as a church. My first time as a camper was after second grade, and I went all the way through high school, and I staffed, and then I senior staffed in 1998. I have so many fond memories, it's hard to just think of one. I loved playing Camper Clue, or Human Clue, not Camper Clue, Human Clue. I loved playing Capture the Flag. I loved swimming, playing in the river. A lot of things though have changed since I was a camper, and my girls now are campers. But the thing that has always stayed the same is the love and the community that is built at Camp Capers. It is an amazing place like no other place on earth. You achieve such highs there and such love that when you come away, you can't help but be changed by that place. I know so many people that have been changed by that place. And as a parent, I want that for my children. I want them to feel God's love for them. I want them to feel a community that surrounds them and loves them through everything. They get to have fun, and they get to experience all these wonderful things with nothing but support and love for them. I highly recommend sending your kids to Camp Capers. It's something you won't ever regret.
I'm Greg Quisenberry.
I'm Judy Quisenberry. And we started going to camp. I started going when I was 9 as a camper and went through high school, became a junior counselor and then a senior counselor, and did that for 2 full summers.
And I didn't start going to Camp Capers until I was in college, and that was 1984, I think. And that's where I met Judy. I was hired to be a counselor and just went up there because it was a job to work during the summer and had no idea really what camp was all about.
One of my favorite things was just the fellowship among me as a counselor and the kids in my cabin, as well as the counselors as a whole. So those are still some of my closest friends today.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things was that's where I met Judy. And still together today. So yeah, I think it's the friendships that you meet at Camp Capers. It's unusual and it's very special, and there's not any other place like it that I can remember.
For me, I think those are the moments that I felt closest to Christ, and I think because I believe that's kind of home base for the Holy Spirit. Sorry, that kind of gets me emotional. But there's no place like it, and I think we're reminded regularly of God's love for all of us when we're at Capers.
So for me, it's where I started my spiritual journey, because I was unchurched before I went to camp, and getting up there and getting in the middle of it all, you really kind of learn what it's all about, and it's got me where I am today.
It has. Send your kids.
Oh, we're talking about send your kids? Yes.
Our kids didn't have a choice, so we sent them the minute that they were old enough to go. And they went every year of their life and have been back for college stuff and Vocari. I think Amanda's even been a teacher at Camp Capers last summer, so it's a place that's alive and well for them as well.
And I would say to the parents that are on teetering whether or not you want to send your kid to any camp, but especially Camp Capers, you will not be disappointed. It's a great place to be.